The golden numbers shine. The years have passed, life's mellowed to the acme of its time.
Buddy Hackett was the kind of comedian who didn't just walk into a room. He exploded into it. With that round face, that rapid-fire voice, and expressions that could change faster than the punchlines, he became one of the most unpredictable forces in American comedy. Audiences loved him because he wasn't polished. He was raw, fearless, and totally unfiltered. And nowhere did Buddy shine brighter than on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, where he appeared again and again, leaving Johnny in stitches so often it became a tradition. On camera, the two looked like lifelong friends, trading jokes like brothers who'd known each other forever. But according to Buddy, that warm chemistry was only half the story. Behind the curtain, Carson was a completely different man, private, guarded, and emotionally distant. Buddy later revealed that you could sit on that couch dozens of times and still never truly know Johnny. Once the cameras shut off, the wall went right back up. Carson didn't really do friendships. He did business relationships. And if you pushed too far, if you stole too much spotlight, the famous Carson ice would hit you instantly. Buddy survived because he understood the rules. Be wild enough to entertain America, but never wild enough to threaten the king. But Buddy's story didn't begin in Hollywood. It began in Borough Park, Brooklyn, where he was born Leonard Hackett to a hard-working Jewish family. His mother worked in the garment trade. His father upholstered furniture and played with inventions, and young Leonard grew up learning how to hustle. Early in life, he developed Bell's palsy, leaving him with a drooping face and a slurred voice. For most people, that would have been a lifelong insecurity. For Buddy, it became his superpower. He learned to turn what made him different into what made him unforgettable. By high school, he was balancing football with drama club, already showing signs he could command attention. And when he started performing in the Catskills, working as a tumbler, the high-energy entertainer hired to keep resort guests laughing, he found the stage that would shape him. His first performance was a disaster, and he later joked he didn't get a single laugh. But instead of quitting, he got tougher. After serving 3 years in the army during World War II, Leonard came home ready to reinvent himself. That reinvention happened in a Brooklyn club called the Pink Elephant, where he dropped his birth name and became Buddy Hackett. From that moment, his career took off like a runaway train. Nightclubs, Broadway, television specials, and movie roles. Hollywood even reportedly offered him a spot in the Three Stooges after Curly's death. But Buddy turned it down, believing his style didn't belong in pure slapstick. Whether people believe the story or not, Buddy later confirmed it right to Johnny Carson's face on national television. As the years rolled on, Buddy became a fixture of American entertainment, variety shows, sitcoms, Broadway roles, and eventually even children's films and voice acting. Ironically, the man known for edgy adult comedy found massive success with family audiences, becoming the voice of Scuttle in The Little Mermaid. Offstage, he was a devoted family man who married Sherry Cohen in 1955, raised 3 children, and later poured his money into charity and animal rescue, even helping build a cat sanctuary in California. But when Buddy looked back at Johnny Carson, his view wasn't bitter, it was brutally honest. He saw Carson as a man who gave the world laughter, but didn't have much warmth left for real human connection. Buddy was the type who invited everyone in with noise, chaos, and heart. Carson was the type who smiled behind a desk and kept the world at arm's length. 2 comedy giants sharing the same couch, but living in completely different emotional worlds. And in the end, Buddy's biggest revelation wasn't some scandal. It was the truth that the king of late night wasn't cold on accident. That coldness was the price Johnny paid for staying in control.